some APC members behind call for Buhari's resignation. The All Progressives Congress Progressive Youth Council has vowed to reveal the identities of its members in the National Assembly behind the call for President Muhammadu Buhari's resignation. The group, at a press conference in Abuja on Monday, February 3rd, said the nefarious activities of some APC members who are behind this inglorious call for the president's resignation. In a statement signed by the council's president, S00N, the APC youth wing cautioned those distributing monies to lawmakers in order to ask President Buhari to desist from such acts. Sherif said those behind the plots are desperate politicians hiding in the National Assembly to pursue their dream of becoming vice president anytime soon. The APC youth expressed disappointment with some of its members for succumbing to betray the president and the party, and even more shocked with the NAS leadership for allowing such a travesty to take place in the first place. The council vowed not to hesitate to expose those behind the call for the invitation of President Muhammadu Buhari to appear before the National Assembly. According to the council, the president's achievements speak for itself and no amount of mischief can bring him down. The APC youth, however, advised the NAS leadership not to allow itself to be used as a willing tool for the destabilization of Nigeria by disgruntled elements. Sherif, in the statement, said these individuals have been very poor in their blind pursuit of power at all costs and not minding whose us is God. He said this set of individuals, their overarching objectives is to see the impeachment of President Muhammadu Buhari and nothing less. Sherif said the APC Progressive Youth Council is aware that some supposed members of the APC are also in bed with the political merchants and distractors by whose actions have indicated that their loyalty is to their pockets and not to the party with which that gained relevance and prominence. The vice president said the planned recruitment of soldiers will ensure there is adequate number of security personnel in the country to contain the security breakdown which is threatening the unity of Nigeria. Wonder shall never end. Now it is some members now that are behind the call for resignation of the president. The question these people are not asking themselves, because even to me, they themselves, they are just sycophants. They are looking for favor here and there. They are all the same. Now, the person that raised the issue of a resignation on the floor of the Senate, what was the reason for calling for that? They are not talking about that. The only thing they know, you just have to be loyal to your party. And that's why you saw majority of them that day, they were trying to suppress Buhari. They didn't want him to say anything. They just shouted. Immediately they just heard APC. Some of them that were even sleeping, immediately the only thing they heard was APC, because he said, the Buhari said that the government of APC has failed because they were brought in to tackle with this insecurity that was ongoing then. And just like I said, the insecurity has nothing has even changed. El-Rufai is crying out now. This insecurity, the problem, the challenges of this security is not changed. It has even aggravated to what we were experiencing in 2014, 2015. So the reason why Buhari raised that issue, these so-called people who call themselves the APC Progressive Youth, they are not saying anything about it. But the only thing, for them to be pinpointing who is trying to instigate other people, who is trying to say one or two things. At least the same Lawan and Gbajabiamila, they have said the same thing, that the security issue now is at the top, that we don't even know how to go about it. All the problems facing the country, these youth, they are not saying it. They are seeing some of their members who are been collecting money from who now? They want to become vice president. So if they become vice president, will that one change anything? Is Buhari going to be vice president? Is he going to be vice president? The issue at hand, they are not talking about it. All about resignation. That the good work that Buhari has done, it can speak for itself. Of course, it's speaking for itself. We can see it. We can see it. We are even clapping, even to the international community. We can see it. Even the way and manner at which we are being seen now in the Committee of Nations, we can see the good work. We can see the light. The same America talking about how the reason why they are placing Nigeria in one of the countries that are going to be banning for getting a visa because of insecurity, the same insecurity. Yet this so-called youth, they are talking about Buhari that will finish, that is almost, finishing his tenure. And they are saying the good work that Buhari has done. We can see that Nigeria, that those good works, they can speak for itself. Of course, they can really speak for themselves. You can imagine. The issue, the reason for the resignation, they are not talking about it. Is it not the same? Like I said, El-Rufai is crying out now. Everybody knows the problem, but these youth are not saying it. The other day, the so-called, they call them APC local government chairman. I don't know where they belong to. Those ones are saying it was PDP. That PDP has done this and that. They were complaining about PDP. Now they are still complaining about PDP. The country, they say PDP ran the country aground. Now they have come in. It is still the same PDP they are talking about. Of course, they are all the same. Are you going to separate them? Are you going to separate them? They are the same. They say it is APC that is PDP that is causing the problem. If you know the APC that is causing the problem, then what is the president doing? If you already know the enemies, then why would you be stressing yourself? Just unpick them and jail them if you are sure of what you are saying. If you think that they are the ones causing this problem, you just, there's no problem for you to start. There's no need for you to start running etasketa. You already know the enemies. That was the same thing the president was saying initially, that some disgruntled elements who are politicians, they are the ones, causing the problem. But at some point, now they can't blame anybody. Even the vice president cannot even blame PDP again. Now they are trying to mend their ways. The APC chairman, they said it is PDP that is causing it. Now the APC youth now saying some of their members are the ones behind this issue of calling for the president's resignation. But the issue on ground, they will not say anything about it. The same thing, Garba Shehu, instead of him to talk on the issue that the Abaribe raised, he began to talk about Nnamdi Kanu, as if Nnamdi Kanu is his problem. Someone says Buhari is a big shame, so anybody with brain will not be with him. PMB resignation, all unscrupulous elements, dupers, looters, embezzlers, etc. are vehemently against Buhari, irrespective of party. Irrespective of party, Sheriff must be a bloodthirsty individual, and in fact ought to be a prime suspect and sponsor of these terrorists. Who is talking about power when gruesome destruction of life has become a normal way of life in Nigeria, when no one feels safe anymore? Many of us love PMB and we all fought in our little ways to bring him to power. But if for whatever reason that we could not understand, is no longer capable of discharging the duties of the office of the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, then a call for his resignation by the lawmakers is not too much to be given or interpreted for another meaning. If you love Mr. President that much, please use your position to fight those misrepresenting him with careless killing and not those voted to voice out our pains. You can imagine. It is better for you to talk to Buhari to sit up to his responsibility and stop hunting everybody that gave him a constructive advice rather than chase shadow or irrelevant issues. If you are not among the lazy youth, I think your gumption should tell you that Buhari does not want to be on that seat by now. Come to what he called himself Mr. Integrity. I think you yourself need to tell him he should resign if actually you believe in your future. Exactly. Someone say, why are you crying more than the bereaved? Useless youth who don't care about the killings and hunger in the country. They are only paid to be talking nonsense. I support move to chase PMB out of Aso Rock because he has failed in every area, not even one achievement. See, the so-called people that were chanting say Baba, we are not hearing say Baba, oh hey, 4 + 4, 4 + 4. Say Baba, say Baba, say Baba. No more say Baba again. People will say the truth, they will not say it. How are we not sure that these so-called youth have not taken money as well because they are accusing somebody? Because with all the issues on ground now, you are talking about power. What is power in the first place? And they are even telling us categorically, with all manner of responsibility, with all forms of responsibility, that his achievements can be seen by all. The achievements, his achievements, are speaking for themselves. Wow. Like, seriously, at this age and time? Something is wrong somewhere. So, guys, what do you think concerning this revelation that these youths are about to make? They want to expose those who are behind the call for resignation of the president. What do you think? Leave your comments below in the comment section.